How's it going, everyone? This is the Anime Man. So, the Slime Isekai. You heard of it? The official English title, of course, being That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, or as the Japanese like to call it, Tensei Shitara Slime datta件, or Tensura for short. But most people in the anime community affectionately refer to it as just the Slime Isekai. For those of you who have seen or read the series, then you would know exactly why it has such an egregious title like that, but for those of you who have been living under a rock and perhaps have never seen the Slime Isekai anime or light novel or manga, then the reason why it is called that is because it is an isekai story all about the main protagonist becoming a slime. Congrats if you said the word slime before I did. Now, if you've been a fan of any form of Japanese entertainment, you would know that the concept of slime isn't exactly a new thing. I mean, think of every JRPG that starts you off fighting a little ball of slime as an enemy, and think of every isekai show that uses said JRPG tropes and elements in its narrative. But what surprised me the most after I consumed the slime anime is that it actually takes this whole concept of the slime enemy and kind of puts an interesting and unique twist to it, something that we haven't really seen being done as well as in the anime and light novel format. And with multiple anime seasons to boot, there's no wonder that people are loving this show to bits. But today, this video is not so much going to be me reviewing the Slime Isekai, because God forbid a million people on the YouTube haven't already done that. I figured instead I would go about the concept of exploring the Slime Isekai in a more physical and literal approach by attempting to recreate its main character, Rimuru Tempest, with actual slime. That's right, today your boy is going to attempt to reverse isekai Rimuru Tempest to the real world and see how it ends up. But before we jump into that, let me tell you quickly about an awesome campaign that the sponsor for this video, Bookwalker, has set up for the Slime Isekai. Right now, through the Slime Isekai Season 2 Part 2 fair, Bookwalker users can get 30% off their purchase of the Slime Manga Bundle Set, 30% coin back off the Slime Light Novel Bundle Set, 30% coin back on their pre-order of the latest Slime Light Novel Volume 12, and 20% coin back on eligible Tensura ebooks and spin-offs of the series. Plus, you can get new bookshelf cover images as a bonus item for the purchase of the first volume of the Tensura light novel and manga. And plus, for those of you who decided to click on this video and give me a few minutes of your time, I appreciate it. For first-time Bookwalker users, you can use my coupon code TheAnimeMan to get 600 JPY, that's about $5 USD, off anything on Bookwalker. Using the coupon code not only helps your boy, but it helps out Bookwalker, it helps out the light novel and manga industry. Everybody wins. So there is no better time to start jumping into the Slime Isekai, regardless of the medium of your choice. Click that link down in the description below if that interests you. Now back to the topic at hand. As much as I want to just jump right in and show you guys how to make Rimuru Tempest out of real slime, or watch me recreate Rimuru Tempest out of real slime, there's just one glaring problem. Your boy has never made slime
in his lifetime.
Apparently, after I asked all of my Japanese friends how to make slime, they looked at me as if I had a piece of my childhood taken away from me. And to be honest, I didn't really have like a proper sense of scale as to what exactly this project was going to entail. But yes, I have never made slime in my life. In fact, I've never really been good at DIY in general. And not to mention, I wasn't really aware of, I guess, the entire scope of this so-called project that I was about to embark on. So the first step, of course, was research. If you've been on YouTube, then you're probably aware of the so-called slime community. Weirdly, there is a massive hidden audience of slime enthusiasts online that like to make all sorts of variations of slime out of all sorts of materials. So using that information and a combination of simple Google searches, I managed to find a basic set of ingredients online that any beginner could utilize to make their first ball of slime. So here are the basic ingredients I need to make my very own Rimuru Tempest. A bottle of liquid PVA glue, some sodium borate, lukewarm water, some disposable paper cups, and an assortment of food coloring solutions. I honestly kind of doubted myself for a little bit. I couldn't believe it'd just be something as simple as this. So, with my belief in my hands, I just decided to knuckle down and make my very first slime. First step is to pour a hefty amount of PVA glue into a cup. I figured just a random amount will do since it's the first time, and measuring exactly at this stage didn't really seem all that important. Next step is to get some lukewarm water and put in a tiny amount of sodium borate into it and mix it up. Tutorials that I saw said to mix 2 grams of sodium borate into 50 milliliters of water, but I don't have a kitchen scale, so I just winged it and went by feel. While the borate melts into the water, you throw in some food coloring into the PVA glue cup. I went with blue since it'll be the final color I'll be using. and I need to figure out how much food coloring I'll need to make that nice Rimuru shade of blue for the final product. Once the sodium borate has melted into the water, you get a spoonful of borate water and throw it into the PVA and immediately start mixing. Again, there's supposed to be some kind of golden ratio of borate water to PVA glue here, but since it was my first time, I just said fuck it and threw the Hail Mary. It was still way too sticky, so I added more borate water and kept on stirring, and well, I got some kind of watery sticky mess, which I guess is slime? The food coloring was sticking to my hands and it was still way too glue-like, so I added a little more borate water and stirred the crap out of it until I got a ball of slime. Not gonna lie, I was pretty proud of myself considering this was my first attempt, and the more I played around with it in my hands, the more solid the structure started to be, until I was able to mold it into a ball with just my hands. It was still a little sticky, but this was the exact consistency I needed for the final Rimuru Tempest slime. So as you saw, that went relatively well, but I was still trying to figure out a bunch of anomalies that came with the consistency of the slime, namely how much borate water mix needs to be with the PVA glue. So I went back to the internet to see if my suspicions were true, and sure enough, they were. Turns out that the more concentrated the sodium borate is in the sodium borate water mixture, it changes the hardness of the resulting slime. The more concentrated the water, the harder the slime. Pretty simple. But I figured that wouldn't be too much of a problem, as during my first slime making process, I was slowly adding the water until I hit the consistency I was happy with. So as long as I make enough sodium borate water, that shouldn't be a problem. That is totally not foreshadowing. But now I basically had to replicate what I made in a small cup like this and turn it into something a hell of a lot more bigger. So to figure out exactly what I needed, it was time for some mathematics. According to the Tensura fandom wiki, Rimuru Tempest in his slime form stands at a height of around 20 centimeters. So from that, we have to dictate how much PVA glue we're going to need to make a Rimuru-sized slime ball. For those of you who didn't attend school, the volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed, where r is the radius of the circle. Since Rimuru stands at 20 centimeters tall, we can say that the radius of Rimuru is 10 centimeters, which means that the volume of Rimuru is roughly 4,000 centimeters cubed, or around 4 liters of liquid PVA. But hang on just a second, Rimuru for most of the show isn't a perfect sphere. He's more of an oval-shaped blob type of structure. So instead, we have to find the volume of a Rimuru-sized ellipsoid or 3D oval. Plugging in the semi-axis C as half of Rimuru's height of 10 centimeters and roughly estimating that his depth is the same as his height and the width being just a little more than his height, we'll need roughly 6.3 liters of liquid PVA glue. Let's just say that I have never and will probably ever buy that much liquid PVA in my life again. The day has arrived. I have 9 bottles of 750 milliliter PVA liquid glue. I have a crap load of sodium borate, 50 grams. I've got my blue food coloring. I've got some hot water to the side, and I've got a 10-liter bucket. All the ingredients I need to finally summon the slime lord himself, Rimuru Tempest. Excuse the plastic sheet on my ground right now because I don't want to be kicked out for spilling slime all over my rented apartment. But if all of my calculations are correct, and they are, I'm a scientist, then this should hopefully be enough to create Rimuru Tempest, slime isekai, in real life with real slime. I haven't actually figured out this sodium borate water to glue ratio quite yet, so what I'm gonna do is I'm basically just gonna like pour a larger amount of sodium borate than normal into a larger amount of water, and then just kind of pour it in and slowly start to see how hard it gets. Considering the research of this video is super professional looking, the outcome may not be so. But first things first, stump all this glue into our summoning bucket. Yeah! Oh god, that is such a gross smell. Milk these titties. A little bit of vodka. And the last bottle. Make sure to shake it off. I am a child. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is what they call baka. So I have roughly 7 liters of PVA glue in this bucket, and I've got some warm water right here to make my sodium borate solution with. I have no freaking idea how much of this I'm supposed to put in here, to be honest. The first slime I made earlier in the video, I think I put like literally 2 grams of this in, so maybe I should put like a hefty amount. Something like That should be enough. Mix it up so that it melts. I swear, if this goes well, I am going to be so proud of myself. I used to suck at DIYs as a kid and just like making stuff, so I'm really afraid that I'm going to absolutely butcher the crap out of this. Wait, what am I going to use to stir this with? This is not going to be enough to stir this with. Fuck it, I'll just use this bottle, I guess. We're going ghetto in this. We're going to put some blue food coloring into it. I should have probably chosen not a blue bucket so that you guys can actually see it, but oh well. Oh god, that was way too much. Alright, the moment of truth. I'm nervous. Alright, I'm just gonna start putting in a little bit in. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Go!
Mazero! Come on, Rimuru. Oh, borate water, yeah. Oh, I think that might have been a bit too much. Fuck me. I just realized this must be the weirdest thing to have clicked on. If you just skip to this part of the video, you're probably thinking to yourself, Joey, how old are you again? It's starting to harden, but it's not quite there yet. Not quite there, so I think I'm just gonna pour the rest of this in. Yeah. Fuck, I put the whole thing in and it's still goopy. I think I need some more borate water. I gotta make some more borate water. Get in there, borate buddy. Okay, it's starting to get heavy. Oh shit! Ah! Oh god, that's so gross. You're not quite hard enough though, so I'm gonna pour the rest of this in. I should have just mixed it with my hand from the beginning. I don't know why I used the bottle. Oh, dude, it feels so gross. Ew, 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 ew. More borate water! Third and final mixture, here we go. Oh, he's starting to harden. Yep, he's getting hard. Don't take this out of context. My creation! Rimuru Summer's coming to life! Oh my god, you can probably see it. Oh! Rimuru, you're really giving me a workout here, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, I finally managed to summon Rimuru Tempest. You ready for the moment of truth? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Rimuru, come to life! Ah!
Oh my god.
Ah! Rimuru, why are you melting, dude? Hold on. I'll pick him up. Hold on. Rimuru, come here, man. Rimuru. Rimuru! He's alive, don't worry. He's just a little nervous. Rimuru, could you stay in place? Stay in place, will you? There you go, I've done it. Rimuru Tempest. Ah! There you go. This is what Rimuru would look like if he came to the real world. As you can see, he doesn't look too hot.
I mean, I don't know how you expected this to keep its shape.
I thought it would be a little bit like harder so that it would kind of like keep its shape a little bit more. It is slime in real life, and it is blue, and it's the size of Rimuru. He's just a little flat.
Melted.
He's just a little melted.
It's like Rimuru, but like someone, you know, killed him.
It's like Rimuru if you put him in the microwave for a little bit. He's consuming the borate! Stop eating the borate! Rimuru, you don't need any more borate, dude. He's also just eating my hands. I look like a Zoro. Can you let go of the fucking spoon, Rimuru?
Ah! I don't remember this from the anime. I'm not cleaning this up, by the way.
I don't know how I'm gonna clean this up.
I
think I'm just gonna have to wrap up.
Throw it off the balcony into the neighbor's, like, roof.
How are you, buddy? See, he likes it. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. Again, big shout out to the folks over at Bookwalker for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to check out the Slime Isekai bundle and package that they have going on right now over on Bookwalker, then make sure to click the link down in the description below. Also, make sure to use my coupon code TheAnimeMan for 600 yen off your purchase. And yeah, I can say that we have successfully made Rimuru, successfully in air quotations, made Rimuru out of real slime. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Like, if you already enjoy, subscribe for anime banter. Keep watching anime. Ciao there!